Thinking back to my younger days, I was born near Milburn, which is near Appleby in Westmoreland. I can remember when I was 2 or 3 years old, walking with Mum and another lady here on the green. A cockerel came and knocked me over. Can't remember being hurt. When I was 4 years old, Mum, Dad and my brother William moved to Renick Mill, which is about half a mile or so from Renick. We had a happy time there. The house has been extended since we lived there. I would really love to have a look inside the house to see what has been done. Whenever we stop there, there's never anyone in, and I daren't look through the windows. We lived here for 16 years. William and I attended Renick School until we were 11 years old, then went to Lazenby School. As you can see, it is now a house. After Dad died, Mum, William and I moved to a council house in Renick, which has also been extended. The village of Renick at one time had 2 shops, a post office, a pub, a smithy, a garage, and there's also the Methodist chapel there and the church. That was a shop at one time, that house. And another house that used to be a shop. There's a lot of new houses being built there. And that was the pub, the Horse and Jockey. That was the reading room, and I think it still is actually. Sorry about the bins, I think we were there on a bad day. That's Methodist Church, well, Methodist Chapel I should say. And that is the church. I used to attend the church every Sunday, and I was in the choir. But believe it or not, I can't even sing. From Renick, we often used to walk up to Hartside Cafe. We loved it up there, and what a view. Nice to have the 5th stage of the Tour of Britain cycle race finish up there. I think 3,000 people had come to see the finish. So are you in the cycle race then?
Yes, definitely.
Oh.
Bosun Hagen, the Norwegian champion, who's
climb. We had a climb last year up the Tumbo. Here we're riding up to Hartside. We are in
10-second bonus, 6 for second and 4 for third. Which way are the bonuses going to go? Bosun Hagen.
You see the 1 kilometre to go. Puts the pressure on. Movistar I found wanting just see.
The stage victory in the closing stage is the answer to that is yes. So, Bosun Hagen beginning to fade, and Wout Poulsen from Sky is going to take Sky's 3rd stage victory here of the Tour of Britain, and he does, and second over the line is the arrival of the 3rd place finisher. Here comes the 3rd place finisher from Movistar, just out sprinting the little group up on the line. But what a ride there by Pols. It looked like Bosun Hagen had got it all tidied up.
I left school at 15 and went to work on a farm at Scalehouses, which is halfway between Renick and Croglin. I was there for 16 years. It was lovely up there in the summertime, as it is today. Lovely scenery. That's where Dad used to work, over there at that farm. That's Hardside Cafe up there. But we had some really bad winters, not forgetting the winter of 1963. It will be remembered as that winter. The first onset of the snow was preceded by intensely cold weather with as many as 30 degrees of frost recorded on one night. Then came the snow and high winds, and conditions grew progressively worse. Roads were blocked, villages isolated, and trains held up. Farmers brought their sheep down from the fells and struggled to get their milk to the dairies. Snow clearance gangs began their mammoth task of trying to keep the roads open. The snow and high winds brought down electricity wires, bringing further hardship to many communities. The road from Penrith to Ulson over Hardside, exposed to the full fury of the east wind, was badly hit by the snow, which drifted up to 30 feet deep in places. At first, County Council workmen strove under appalling conditions to force a way through. They succeeded after days of hard work, but a fresh blizzard undid their work in a few hours, and the road was closed once more. Eventually, workmen were withdrawn to keep more important roads open, and Hardside was left until the weather relented. In fact, it was blocked for 60 days. With roads blocked for weeks, isolated farms in North Westmoreland began to run out of provisions and feedstuffs for the animals, and helicopters made several trips to take the supplies to these farms. Blizzards intensified, the helm wind driving the snow before it. Stainmoor was blocked and reopened 30 times. 200 trees in the vicinity of Glastonbury were blown down. Many fellside villages had no electricity. It lasted for more than 8 weeks. It will be remembered as that winter.